How's yours?
About that time. It's time to get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. What section of an orchestra contains the trumpets, percussion, strings, brass? It was a really difficult one to get you started. Not. If you use a trumpet for percussion, you are hitting some sour notes here. Brass is what we were looking for. The top brass got that right. 169,000 of you did. A trumpet is not meant to be banged on. It's meant to be blown, right? It's in the brass section because it's shiny and brassy. Pretty simple, really, isn't it? Now, you don't want to get hit by a savage without an extra life, do you? You can use up to 3 of them in a game. You can buy extra lives throughout the game by tapping on the heart below. They'll work up to Q17, but not on any prize questions, remember that. So tread.
Star Wars, right?
Star Wars, Shrek, Bridget Jones' Diary. These would all be so fun. A Bridget Jones theme park would be awesome, but this is awesomer. Star Wars. The force is strong with you lot, 171,000 of you. A themed area for Shrek, a DreamWorks movie, isn't really Disney style. No, they prefer their own films. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is like heaven for me, so who's taking me? You are? All right, it's a date. Q3. Which of these animals is an equine, buffalo, antelope, donkey?
Ooh, is it antelope or donkey?
I'm inquiring about the equine.
Because I know horses are. I think
equines are my favourite animals, actually. Horses, that is, but I do have a soft spot for donkeys as well. You're trotting onwards, 149,000 of you. Buffalo and antelope are both bovids. If you haven't heard of equine, just think of the word equestrian. If you haven't heard of equestrian, that's a problem. Hopefully this isn't. Q4. What is a likely explanation for a computer reporting a 404 not found error? Website address changed, hard disk full, keyboard disconnected.
What?
I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Actually, yeah, I would. It's one of the most frustrating messages you'll ever receive. Where did that web page go? The website address has changed. Yeah, it disappeared. 137,000 of you logging on, though. The unsightly message means the server couldn't find what was requested. The link is broken or dead, and so are your spirits. After all that, Q5 coming at you. What infamously unpleasant YouTube challenge is this guy attempting right here? What is that? The cumin challenge, the curry challenge, the cinnamon challenge. I wouldn't suggest you ingest a lot of any of that stuff, to be honest. Why do we put ourselves through this in the hopes of 5 minutes of fame? Oh, I guess I just answered that question, right? Cinnamon challenge. What everyone was doing. 133,000 of you overcame that one. Not only is cinnamon gross, it can also do serious damage if overconsumed. You may laugh at this idiocy, but do not try this at home, boys and girls. Q6. Which of these is a frequently used name for a video game subgenre? Metroidvania, Metal Creed, Tetris Crush. I barely know the regular genres, let alone these subgenres. If you went for Tetris Crush, you didn't crush this game. It crushed you, I'm afraid. Metroidvania. Well played by 80,000. That was kind of a brutal question. I have no idea what a Metroidvania is, but if you slam together Metroid and Castlevania, that's what you get, a subgenre of action adventure, apparently. Q7. What colour is nearest the flagpole on a properly hung French flag? Is it red, blue, or white? Just don't have it upside down. It's going to cause problems. 3 flag favourites, but which one do the French position nearest the pole? It's blue. Blue, just for you. 50,000 of you nailed it. If you're flying the French tricolour, the white goes in the middle, of course. The blue is on the hoist side, and the red is raring to go on the outside, as you saw just there. Q8. What metal band has the same name as a defunct city-state in present-day Poland? Danzig, Dokken, Dio. It's all about the D on this one. But which D could it be? They're all real bands, believe it or not, but only one doubles as a defunct Polish place. It's Danzig. You're digging for gold right now. 43,000 of you are. If you have a heavy metal band in need of a name, Eurostates Between the World Wars, they're the best source. I'm naming mine Metaxas Regime, but I have a better idea. We've got a prize question coming your way. If you get this next question correct, you'll have a choice to make. Either take what's in the pot or move on and try to win the lot. $10,000 at stake tonight. Good luck. Q9. What type of syrup is used in a tequila sunrise? Cider, grenadine, birch.
I would guess grenadine.
Got one waiting for me after the game. On the rocks, please. Bartender. It's your classic do not stir drink. This syrup sinks to the bottom to create the sunrise effect. It's called grenadine. You are rising up in the game. 43,000 of you are. A tequila sunrise is made with orange juice, tequila, grenadine, and an orange slice. And the cherry on top is the stash of cash that we have right now in your face. We are offering 7 cents to 43,308 players. 7 cents. So a whole bunch of you, 4 questions until the prize, next prize in front of your eyes. So what's it going to be? What's your choice? Okay, 6,981, taking that 7 cents. Early winners tonight, our first lot of winners. 36,000 still in the...
Not on this.
During the halftime show with the infamous wardrobe malfunction, New England Patriots, Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens. Oh, yes, you couldn't forget this one. Well, you could forget the game, actually. Who always wins the Super Bowl? Yes, it's the New England Patriots again. It's always them, isn't it? 25,000 of you with the touchdown. Can you believe it's been 15 years since the infamous wardrobe malfunction? We remember nothing about the game, but every single detail about the accidental nip slip. Q11. What is not one of the 10 brightest stars in Earth's night sky? Arcturus, Aldebaran, or Achernar? Gotta get an A+ tonight. You could actually phrase the question another way. Which star is the least bright? Aldebaran is the A we were looking for. 17,000 of you knew it. You're shining bright. The sun wipes all the stars out of the sky, right? But come nightfall, you'll find some bright boys up there. Aldebaran, however, is down at number 15 on the brightness scale. Keeping it lit? Q12. The longest running play in London's West End concerns the death of what character? Molly Ralston, Maureen Lyon, Miss Casewell. It goes on and on and on. It goes on. Can't stop, won't stop. It opened 67 years ago and is still going strong. Well, all of it except Maureen Lyon. You ain't lying right now. That was a savage. That was our first savage of the game here on Q12. 12,000 down, 5,000 still with us. Les Mis just closed after a 34-year run, but Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap has entrapped theatregoers since 1952, and they still get mad if you spoil who killed Maureen Lyon. It was Lucius, I tell ya. All right. Right, another prize question. His last name. A last name shared with, what, a famous athlete, large peninsula, long animal. She has some cute freckles. Whoever she is, I know who she is though. She looks like Pippi Longstocking minus the pigtails. It seems they have long in common. Long animal. You're in it for the long haul if you got that right. 8,000 of you did. Now, this is in fact Angela Anaconda, a super cool Canadian TV show. But just remember, her anaconda don't want none unless you've got buns, hun. You might not have buns, but you've got bread. What kind of bread do we have in the bag? We've got 36 cents. We are offering to 8,390 players 4 questions until the next prize. 36 cents. Dangling in front of your eyes. What are you going to do? 982 early winners taking the cash. 7,000 still playing and going strong. Here's our next question. You ready? Q14. Which of these businesses originated in Europe? HelloFresh, Grubhub, Blue Apron, On my side of the pond, who could it be? They all make our lives so much easier, bringing us that fresh food, but this one is not homegrown. Hello, fresh, and hello, you. That was pretty fresh for 6,000 of you. Blue Apron, perfect for the New York lifestyle, was founded in New York. Grubhub was spawned in Chicago, but HelloFresh was fresh out of Berlin. You're fresh to death, it's Q15. The director of which film cast Reese Witherspoon in her big hit? We love Reese Witherspoon. One of my faves. We were over the moon when we first met Reese in The Man in the Moon by the same directors. To Kill a Mockingbird. You slayed. 4,000 of you did. Reese had her movie debut in the 1991 coming-of-age drama directed by Robert Mulligan, but it's Cruel Intentions that kindly made her a big star. Q16. Which is the capital of a country that does not have both Atlantic and Mediterranean coastlines? Rabat, Algiers, Paris.
Sounds good, but
rough on one side and calm on the other usually. If you went for Algiers, cheers, you got that right. Algiers is the correct answer, doing swimmingly well, 2,728 of you. Only 3 countries have both Atlantic and Mediterranean coastlines. That's Spain, France, and Morocco. Live in the best of both worlds. Live your best life on this next prize question. And don't forget your last chance to use your extra lives. They won't work at all after Q17. Here goes. A high school from which U.S. state has produced the most NBA players? New York, California, Virginia.
I guess California.
It's pretty crazy how many. What are they feeding them in this high school? Is it baked ham or something? Virginia is the state we were looking for. Nothing but net for 1,028 of you. Oak Hill Academy in Virginia has produced 29 NBA players and counting, and a bunch have been stars. Rajon Rondo, Carmelo, Kevin Durant are among the alums. You are balling right now. What do we have in the bank? We are offering $1.47 to 1,027 players. Are you going to be an early winner in the game, or are you sticking with us? 4 questions until the next prize in front of your eyes. What do you want to do? 318 players chose to take the $1.47. 709 still standing strong. 4 to go until more cash. Okay, Q18. Who was the first US president to officially receive the heir to the British throne in Washington, D.C.? William McKinley, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln. We're not talking about Prince Charles here. If you went for Honest Abe, you lied. Is James Buchanan watching the throne right now? 217 of you. He was known as Prince Bertie back then when he was welcomed by Buchanan. That is way before he took the throne for the next 9 years with a much more formal title, Edward VII. Q19. Basquiat appeared in a music video for the band that also recorded what other song? Psycho Killer, Heart of Glass, Invisible Touch. The late great Basquiat once had a love, and it was a gas. Soon turned out he had a heart of glass. Wait, that doesn't rhyme. Heart of Glass we must be talking about. 65 of you can see clearly. Basquiat was in Blondie's Rapture video after Debbie Harry and her boyfriend bought one of his paintings for a mere $200. That is enough to cause some rapture. That's for sure. Probably worth like 200 million by now. Q20. The easternmost point on the African mainland is in the country with which capital? Nairobi, Addis Ababa, or Mogadishu? What do you think? Well, if you went for Nairobi, you went for Nairobi. It's Mogadishu we were looking for. You had no issue, 54 of you. Go all the way east on the African mainland and you'll end up in Somalia, dishing up the capital, Mogadishu. We are dishing up another prize question right now. Now, this is your last one of the game. It could be worth a pretty penny. If you get it right, you will choose to either snag that cash or make the dash to the jackpot. You'll have to make it to Q27, though, to win that 10 G's tonight. Take a deep breath. Are you ready? Let's go. Q21. Which company's name is not tied to the surname of its founders? DHL, Geico, Arby's. Who doesn't have the giant ego? If you went for Geico, you just rocked that like a cool British gecko. Geico is the correct answer here. 30 of you speeding forward. Geico stands for Government Employees Insurance Company, a name a lot more boring than its commercials. Bringing more excitement to your life right now, we've got the cash on stash, $51.73. We are offering to 29 players right now. 6 questions until the next prize, which will be the jackpot. What do you want to do? $51.73. That's a nice chunk of change. 24 players chose to take the cash. 1 player still in the game. All right. You are a brave soul. That is JASPWS is sticking with it and heading on to Q22. Let's do it. Which of these writers won a National Book Award and a Pulitzer Prize for the same book? Joyce Carol Oates, Catherine Ann Porter, Eudora Welty. All right, send your thoughts, send your luck in the chat. They're gonna need it. What could be better than winning 2 prizes for 1 book? Just ask Catherine Ann Porter. Did you? Oh my goodness, you were so close to that $50. You didn't get it correct. No grand winner tonight, but congrats to you. And I love your courage. I love your bravery. Well done to you, our last player of the game tonight. Another stupendous game, HQTs. Well done. A bunch of winners at different levels as usual. A nice amount of cash was snagged. You came, you played, you slayed. I'm Sharon Carpenter. Hit me on the socials. Here's where to find me. Stop by. Say hi. Don't be shy. We're back tomorrow with Disney Channel trivia. That is going to be a fun one, so make sure you are there. Until then, have an awesome rest of your night. I will see you soon. Bye.